In this week's tech news, we have the following: Intel Arc B580 Battlemage GPU allegedly surfaces on Geekbench. Bluesky's OpenRB means anyone can scrape your data for AI training. Raspberry Pi launches Compute Module 5 for embedded app Sony. Is developing a handheld standalone on PlayStation. Says report ChatGPT for iOS receives new Apple Shortcuts integration Intel's chips. AC funding cut by over $600 million. Windows 11 update borks a bunch of Ubisoft games. Tencent reveals Lunar Lake-powered 11-inch handheld PC. The alleged specifications of Intel's upcoming Arc B580 GPU have surfaced on Geekbench, showing 28 cores, 12 GB of RAM, and a boost clock of 285 Hz, although the GPU falls short of the R580, which had 24 SN cores and 372 alas. Its higher clocks should make up for the deficit, however. The benchmark's performance was disappointing, with the B580 scoring 78,743 points, slower than the F580. This performance is expected, as the Z2 architecture's core division suggests that Battlemage will be slower than Alchemist in synthetic workloads. The Arc B580 could hit shelves as early as next month, potentially with a price tag of $200, $250. But its high production costs associated with 4nm technology may hurt Intel's bottom line. If you do plan on sharing content on Bluesky, you may want to think twice before posting your most personal or sensitive content. Be aware of the fact that anything you post publicly to Bluesky can be scraped or copied by third parties without your consent, and use that as an opportunity to be mindful of what you share in the end. There is no guarantee that users can get privacy protection, even in the Bluesky social network. On Wednesday, Raspberry Pi is introducing a new product, the Compute Module 5. These system-on-module variants are more compact single-board computers without any traditional ports. That makes them particularly well-suited for embedded applications. The new Compute Module 5 starts at $45 and shares many of the specifications of the Raspberry Pi 5. Starting with the quad-core ARM Cortex-A76 processor, support for two 4K displays with 60 Hz refresh rate, Gigabit Ethernet Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth connectivity, just as with the Compute Module 4. There are a ton of options. You can choose compute modules with or without wireless technologies, with 2GB, 4GB or 80GB of RAM, and with up to 64GB of onboard flash storage. The report from Bloomberg says Sony's portable device is likely years away from launch, and the company could still decide against bringing it to market. The people said, asking not to be named, discussing private plans on the consumer side. The more of these, the better. More options to play games in more places is good for all systems, especially natively, yes. Something like Xbox Game Pass may let you stream games to phones and tablets and such. But the core of the value of the Switch is the ability to simply take one device wherever and have it play things mostly natively. Of course, an open question here is about what quality Xbox and PlayStation games would be in a handheld system, as the Switch is well behind in terms of keeping up with modern visuals or performance in most cases. Hopefully, we learn more soon. Apple is now integrating ChatGPT for iOS with shortcuts apparel. This is a great improvement, as the Search GPT feature offers the best search experience, while the integration allows for more user-friendly interface with this new integration. The user can now access the Search GPT feature from anywhere on the device using the Shortcuts app. The new features added in iOS 182 update, including ChatGPT integration with Siri and Apple Intelligence capabilities. We will also discuss how this integration is expected to change user interactions with Siri and other AI-powered apps on iOS. Intel's CHIPS Act funding has been reduced by over $600 million from $85 due to a $3 billion military contract that the company was awarded. Despite this reduction, the company will still receive at least $1 billion in CHIPS Act funding before the end of the year and will use space materials in its chip production by 2024. The Biden administration is committed to supporting chip manufacturers like Intel and AMD to maintain a competitive edge in the face of growing competition from foreign companies. Intel plans to invest over $90 billion in the US by the end of the decade, as promised, including China. The CHIPS Act aims to encourage domestic production and reduce reliance on foreign manufacturers. And Intel's struggles have raised concerns about its ability to deliver on this goal. However, the company's plans and the administration's support suggest that it will continue to play a significant role in its chip production. The latest Windows 11 update doesn't play well with Ubisoft games. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Origins, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Star Wars Outlaws, and Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, Microsoft warned. After installing Windows 11 version 24 or OS, you might encounter issues with some Ubisoft games, Microsoft said. These games might become unresponsive while starting, loading, or during active gameplay in some cases. We recommend that you do not attempt to manually update to version 24 or to 2 using the Windows 11 Assistant or the Media Creation tool until this issue has been resolved. Users might receive a black screen, Microsoft said. Tencent has announced a new handheld gaming device called the Sunday Dragon. Powered by an Intel Lunar Lake-powered CPU and featuring a massive 11-inch display with a 120 Hz refresh rate, the device comes equipped with 32GB of RAM and a TB of storage. The 3-in-1 boasts real-time eye-tracking technology for glasses. Free 3 experience supports detachable controllers with Hall effect joysticks, and linear triggers, but its ergonomic design raises questions about its usability as a handheld device while it's still a prototype. The device is likely to appeal to niche gamers and may have limited availability due to its unconventional design and potential supply chain issues.